Hey, what's up? What's up, Hector? What's up, Daisuke? What's up, Brain? Alright, hey, look who is joining me tonight. Mega Potatoes!
Yay!
Your volume's a little low, Brandon. Let me see if I can turn it up. There we go. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody.
That's better. First Mega Taters of 2018. Right?
Woo!
Right, yeah.
Could be the last. We don't know yet.
You know, that's how I feel. I feel that way every day. Every day could be your last day. Like the Nickelback song, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's Brandon's life. So we gotta do some red shade. The audio's off. I don't know, man. The audio's not off. I don't know. I checked it. It's fine to me, Brain. I don't know what to do. Is the audio off, Brandon?
I can't. If it is, I can't.
Brain's fucking with me. I don't. Keep joking, Brain. Keep it up. All right, so let's get going with this. So let's see if I can zoom in here just a little bit, and then let me adjust the focus. So there we go. All right. And then how do I do this? Sometimes I forget, Brandon. You know, like.
Man, that is a very clear picture.
Oh, you like the clarity now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. This is what I did on my Christmas vacation. On top of everything else. How?
Just push a button in Photoshop and it'll start and do it for you.
Yeah, that's the dream. So let's see.
And we're off. Happy New Year to you as well. Thank you.
What have you been up to, Brandon?
I've been uploading videos and working on spheres and ellipses and all kind of circular perspective shapes.
What have you learned?
I've learned nothing. No. I don't know how to describe it, but going through these over and over again, I could see, like I was looking at some of my old art the other day and just how flat everything is, and once you start to actually build shapes, whether it be just square boxes or these little just circle spheres, I could see where I could have just plugged them in to actual objects that I was drawing back in the past. That would have just made worlds of difference. So I've learned how shitty I am and how little I know. But in time it'll get better. I got all the time in the world.
And you starting to see what I used to tell you?
All the time. Yeah.
And you were like, I don't think it's that bad. And I'm like, it's worse. I'm being nice. Like, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't hate looking at my old art. I appreciate the people who bought art from me in the past, and I appreciate people who buy art from me in the future when it gets better. So It's just you know once you start to just build things like I was saying, like the square boxes, you know, those could have been pouches on a belt, or you know, things that would pop out a little more if I would have just known how to wrap the shape around, or just see it in perspective, or even 3D wise. So all the stuff I'm doing now is pretty basic, but it'll help in the long run. Or it might not, and I just give up and I suck at art, so we'll see.
Well, there's always the element of when the rubber meets the road, right? So even if you know it, then you have to apply it. And that's even when you know everything and you're still, you know, applying it. It's technique, and technique is a time issue. So the longer you take not even having an understanding of it, the further behind you are, and even being able to apply technique. You see where I was like, Brandon, this is like, if I just do the math, if you don't get started now, this is a conversation I had with you a couple months ago, remember?
Right.
Off the air, and I was like, hey, you know, if you don't do this now, my advice is quit. Seriously, like, just find something else to do, man. Just hang out with me and play Rainbow Six and enjoy your life. There's no point if you don't literally start now. Like,
right.
Not figuratively, not symbolically. I mean, you are nearing the point of extremely diminishing returns on effort. Like, you know. How old are you? 32? 33?
32.
32. So, you know, 10 years, you're 42. You see what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you want to be 50 learning this? Like, look, people can. That's your call in life, folks. But my advice is find another thing to do, you know, beyond this shit. Like, at that point, like, unless you really want to. I mean, it's going to be tough learning at a certain age with this stuff.
Right.
I mean, write. Do something. You can still be creative. Just trying to be like an illustrator. Just make a different kind of art, man. Make cartoons or something real simple. But I don't know, you know. Dilbert. It's not a conversation I would ever have with, like, normal people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because it makes me look real mean. But
yeah.
Plus, I never give unsolicited advice. It's pointless. Tell people your opinion. Who cares? You're just wasting your breath. It's tough enough to give people advice when they ask you for help.
Right.
You know?
I'm never giving people advice again.
Remember that time you gave unsolicited advice?
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't do it anymore. And I was being nice. It wasn't even like I was being mean.
That was unsolicited advice to some random stranger at a convention. I just was like, you did what? I was like, we are definitely getting margaritas after this bullshit, because just can't believe. And you're just like, kid, this shit's it's getting worse. And I'm like, yeah. Oh, Brandon. I just thought, you know, subtext. Just thought, you know, I mean,
that's how I roll. That'll just be my thing. I'll just give up on actually making art, and I'll just go around giving unsolicited advice.
Yeah, that should be your podcast. Unsolicited advice.
There you go.
You know? It's tater thoughts.
Sure, people like that.
With Brandon McTater Masters.
start yelling at people, hey, you want my advice? Well, too bad. Here it comes.
You then we can see your breath. Can't afford heat, huh? Sucks.
I can't. It's like 70 out today where I'm at.
I don't envy you.
But I live in the desert.
Yeah, I'm fine where I live. I don't have scorpions. See?
Mega potato.
Brennan hated that when I came up with it. He's like, no one's gonna fucking... You're the only one who's gonna say it. I'm like, you watch. I'll make it stick.
If you repeat anything enough, it'll stick.
No, that's not true. I know the winners.
Well. Hooray, it's stuck.
Hey, Kyle's in the house.
Kyle said he's gonna be devoured by the planet Earth.
I'll have to have Kyle on soon. Maybe Kyle can come on whenever he's not busy this week.
I'm definitely not a fan of the Scorpions, the band, the rock character. It's the only ones I can
And
think
the
of.
winds of change. It's my stepmother's favorite band, bro. Down to Gorky Park, getting yourself DMCA'd on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite now is if I even have the word podcast in the tags, I get advertiser blocked and I have to request a review. Like if you just have the word podcast in there. Just because I don't have 15 million followers, you know, where I can just go and like photograph myself with dead people, you know. Like, then it's okay. But the 60-second podcast, Brandon, every one of them gets flagged for reviews. You know that?
Yes. Also, I can't stand the YouTuber you're talking about.
Yeah, him and his shitty brother. Well, hopefully they get themselves murdered. You know, like that'd make me so happy.
I watched that like a super clip, like a minute clip of that his whole trip and just how disrespectful he was to the people, the culture. I was like, oh god.
Oh, he wants to be the next little jackass. Meanwhile, he doesn't realize he's just a jackass. Like, you know. Yeah, well, there you go. Oh yeah, both those little cock knockers. They all look like the douchebag in a John Hughes movie, right? Like that guy. You're just like, oh, there's that douchebag.
Yeah.
Like if they didn't have the internet and technology, they'd just, you know, be fucking with you at lunch every day, you know?
Right.
My favorite is like the one this week. He's got like he likes to flex his muscles and shit, you know? Like look at my arms and shit. And I'm like, one of these days you're just gonna do that just shit to the wrong fucking dude, man. I like how they wear all this nerd shit like they're nerds. Like you're not nerds, you're assholes. You know? They've just co-opted our nerd culture. you know, to appeal to young. Hopefully, they get caught with young girls or something, you know. Like statistically speaking, that's probably going to happen, you know. And then I don't have to hear about them again for another 50 years until they run for Congress or the Senate. They're like, that Logan kid used to fuck with little girl. Like, all right, yeah, you know. Mm-hmm.
Kyle says, I think I'm working every single day this coming week except for Thursday. Well, that works because I'm at volleyball on Thursday. So.
Well, then on your only day off, Kyle, you're here. Kids love them. Yeah, I know. And they used to complain about my love of Beavis and Butthead, right? You know? It's like, all right. I'm hoping they take up that shit where they climb stuff and one of them falls. You know? That thing, Brandon? They climb things.
Yeah.
They just climb buildings and hang off the edges of them. Like, I'm hoping they find that fun. We should really encourage them to do that. We could see how strong those arms are.
You guys should go into parkour.
I remember showing my wife parkour in 2004 when we first met. I was like, they got to get this stuff in this new Batman movie they're making. She's like, they're making another Batman? I'm like, yeah, it's got the guy from American Psycho. She was like, who? All these parkour videos from France. That's where I used to watch them. When they finally made it into The Office, you know?
Yeah.
They were doing that parkour. My wife was looking at me like, really? I'm like, told you this shit would be big. I don't pay attention to YouTubers. Hey, man, this shit appeared everywhere. Unfortunately, for a lot of what I do, Tiggs, I have to monitor social media. I got this contract work that demands that I know what's going on in the world, so past couple weeks I've had to re-engage with all this shit I just hate. I hate the phrases they use. Their AFs, you know, and their bays and all that shit. But there you go.
Ignite says, I appreciate all the art tips, Sketchcraft. Your videos have helped me understand a lot more.
Oh, that's awesome to hear. Thanks for sharing, dude. Super appreciative. You know, I can promise you I will not go to Japan and start throwing plushy Pokemon balls at people's cars.
Or at cops.
Or at cops. I was like, man, I really hope he just gets tasered. Not likely. See, he picked the Japanese. If you did it to German police, you know.
Yeah.
The German, the Polizei, man, they would just show up in a black BMW and get out the car and like drag you in, and then no one will see you for a couple days. Then they beat you. This is legendary. They're like, look, if the Polizei ever get you, you gotta throw up your military ID quick, or they will. They had these batons where they hit you once, and the baton would continue to do. It was like on a hinge, so they could just hold it and just whack you down. Like they don't have to like keep swinging. Don't know if they still got them now. They did in 1998. I was like, I am never getting hit with that shit. Did I see the Chappelle? Not yet. I will. This week was a little bit more hectic than I had intended.
Yeah, mine was very busy, but not in the positive way.
No, you just spent half your week at the pit hospital.
Oh, and then I got my oil changed on Thursday, and then like I noticed my tires were splitting, so I had to go Friday and get fucking all new tires. That was
like $15.
Oh yeah, I wish it was up there.
Not a few commissions can't pay for. A few years from now, right?
It was in the 400s.
Ooh. There goes your Switch.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said. That's literally what I said when I had to go get the tires. Like, I was like, you know, when it was all said and done, I think it was like 492 or something. I was like, oh, that was the Switch I wanted.
Well, Brandon, you have to play the Powerball to win the Powerball. Understand how it works?
Yeah, I played Mega Millions the other night. I didn't win, and I haven't checked my Powerballs tonight.
Well, maybe next week. You know, you never know.
Maybe.
What happens the one time you win is for something super low? Like you beat the odds, but you won like a couple $100,000 after taxes.
You know what? I know, but I'd still be happy. I'd kick you a good, you know, let's say if I won $100,000, I'd kick you a good 20 grand.
Good pizza.
Nah, I'd kick you a good 20.
You'd be like, here's Papa John's.
I'd fly you and the missus out here so we could just eat tacos for like a whole day straight.
Oh yeah,
like that's it. We just eat tacos all day. Like don't eat the whole day and then just
that sounds like fun.
Go ballistic on tacos. Walk in there, they're like, how many tacos you want? I'm like 80.
20 grand's worth. What's the name of this pencil? This is a Kurutoga. I believe I put it in the info box, Benji. I got this one because it has a stabilizer here, so I haven't broken many of these leads. Like maybe twice ever since it's got a firm grip on it. Haven't seen Bright.
I saw it.
Shocking when those allegations about Max Landis came out, huh? Huh? Shocking.
Oh, did they? I didn't see.
Oh yeah. The chicks that he worked with on that Wrestling Isn't Real video he made a few years back were like, he assaulted my friends, and I was like, oh, there you go. He's
super aggressive. So
you think? Remember when he tried those moves on Lexi Alexander? Oh, I tell you, look, I'm a big fan of Lexi, but I tell you, she blocked me from Twitter. Yeah, I got blocked by Lexi Alexander. But she doesn't really pay attention to who she's blocking, so I'm still following her on Instagram, you know? Same name, too. It's like, I just made the mistake. So she was tweeting about how there's this whole thing going around where people are like, hey, Lexi, because she did Punisher Warzone.
Yeah.
Which I love, dude. I mean, there's parts that are so-so, but I think it was really good. And so they've been, some of her fans have been kind of egging her on the last few months. They're like, yeah, you know, Netflix just stole your entire style, you know? And she's kind of bought into it, so she was like, yeah, you know, I just secretly hope that any show that copies Punisher Warzone, PWZ, I think she fails. And I don't know why I did this, and I'm like, you know, she's probably going to ban me for doing this. You know, I don't know why I did it. But I said, hey, you know, I put a pic, and I'm like, I don't know, like, Blade 2 kind of had that look too, right? Like Blade and the Crow. Mm-hmm. And I posted some pics, and I'm like, hey, it kind of had the same look though, right? And, yep, blocked. Like, I was like, I love your work, you know, big fan, but nope, blocked. I was like, that's what I get. I knew that going in there. There was a 60% chance that she could block me. This is 0.5 lead Pentel. It's in the info box. Let me look. In the info box. If you scroll down.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, if you scroll down, this art material that typically used red mechanical lead, Pentel 0.05 and 0.07. This is the, I didn't put in the Kurutoga things. Only a few months new, so I'll have to update it with that. It's 0.5 millimeter lead, 0.05, whatever. The Pentel red mechanical lead only comes in one size. It's a little flimsy though, but this Kurutoga keeps it from breaking, so which I like. What were you saying, Brandon?
I didn't realize that Max Landis did the screen was it the screenplay for Bright?
Mm-hmm.
I saw it, and I mean, like, it wasn't as bad as everyone was saying. I liked more the idea of it all and the world that it could set up more so than the actual like movie and dialogue. So like a lot of the dialogue, it was a bit much for me with the cussing and I get what they were doing, but you know, the whole social stuff going on in the real world, I got all that. I like the whole setup of that world, of our world mixed with, you know, this fantasy type thing, how it would be. So I hope that the sequel is really good and explores the world more of all the stuff they set up. So it wasn't as bad as it was reviewed. I wouldn't watch it again, but it didn't make me go like, oh, this was a piece of shit. I was just like, all right, you know, this world could be cool. Armando, I'm talking about Bright, the movie on Netflix that got a lot of bad reviews, and I was saying that, you know, it wasn't like bad, but it wasn't like something like amazing. I think it had a neat world setup.
I'm sorry, what were we talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, type the pen description in the info box, Benji, or the little chat. So it's Unikuru Toga. The Pentel red lead is in the info under art materials I use. I'll get the Unikuru Toga added. I can't do it right now during the stream because it won't save it.
If you get time, are you going to watch Bright or probably not?
I don't know. At some points, I got other stuff that I'm more interested in watching right now. I mean,
Right.
watch a lot of anime, dude. So you know, Brandon.
Is anime good? I've never really been a
This
fan of anime. Is it
Well, it takes me usually like a year or two to get you to watch anything. So
True.
yeah, that's true. How's Haikyuu going for you? Yeah. Case closed.
Indeed.
Do 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 do. Mario Odyssey. Do 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 do.
I don't know nothing about that because I don't have it, sadly. But I do have nice new tires. It'll give me better gas mileage and not. I won't drive off the freeway. Rap asks if you'll be coloring this piece with your colored pencils tonight.
Tonight? Probably. Some of it, not all of it, but yeah. This is going by fairly quickly. Seems like I'll be starting that.
It's a possibility.
Brandon will be your one-up girl.
Yep.
The night is still young. We'll see. I have some other stuff I have to do too, now that I think about it. So I'll probably do this and then I'll start color penciling tomorrow because I have to get a color refi done for a side project that I forgot. And I'm not streaming color refis.
Right.
I got so much going on right now, dude. It's like, it just happens. Like next month or two, it's just going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot, guys. It's going to be a lot, but you're not going to see as much of me. Isn't that weird how that works out, Brandon?
Yeah.
When there's not a lot going on, you see a lot of me. That's how it works.
Busy man making moves.
What game have I put the most time? You mean
Uncharted.
like playing? Ever? In the history of time? Or this year?
That's...
This year it's probably Breath of the Wild. Ever? It's tough to say. There was a good year where I played Final Fantasy Tactics every day. For like 4 or 5 hours. Probably Final Fantasy Tactics. Ever. But, yeah. Around 1999, 2000, though, it just becomes pretty minimal, man. Because I stopped playing tons of hours of games. So, I would play games, but no more than an hour at a time. So. Doing a lot of good things going on. Yeah, I got concept design work I've been doing for a game studio that I'm under NDA. I can't talk about what I'm doing or who I'm doing it for or whatever.
You've said too much.
I think I can announce who I'm doing it for eventually,
Don't do it.
but I won't do it until they pay me my first check.
There you go.
You know what I mean? No, I can, but I'll believe it's more real when they cut a check. I've done quite a bit of work this past couple of weeks for them now, so it's getting approved. It's in production. It's getting modeled. So that's cool. But yeah, it's super secret stuff. It's for Logan Paul's new game, Douchecraft, right? Yeah, it's where you get to build yourself real shitty costumes and when you run around acting like a fucking asshole. Around the world. It's Douchecraft. How come it's not? Yeah, that was my second. I did one a year ago with the Grand Theft Auto stuff. Same time too. Like it was like Christmas time. Lead is stuck. Why is the lead stuck? Alright, so there we go. Weird. Alright, there we go. Sounds like Saints Row. Oh, there you go, Saints Row. You got, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Can't wait till his fans start to vote. It's gonna be wonderful. One of those fucking assholes will end up running for president one day. Usually.
And then Idiocracy will come full circle. If it hasn't already.
Camacho.
You go for a walk today?
Today?
Yep.
Not on the weekends.
Ah.
I got errands. No, I got errands I ran, but you know what I mean? So. No, I had to do a lot of scheduling. You know? Scheduling.
Yes.
He will gain. He will gain. That's for certain. People call that failing upwards. I hope he gains hepatitis C. That's what I'm hoping for. What?
Isn't there a cure for that now?
No. We should really encourage him to do more crazy shit like in Tehran or in like Somalia.
Right, keep that shit going, bro. Keep going.
Yeah, you big. You
Come on, don't back down.
Give the Middle East a middle finger, yo.
Right.
You know, you can go down there, wear burqas and shit. Like, we should definitely encourage him to hang out in Fallujah. And it's not Iraq, it's Iraq, motherfucker. Yeah, you know, like just. You know. I'm Rob Duenas, and I approve of this plan. Big Sketchcraft's fucking dick. He's trying to get me murdered. Like, no, man. I think you're well on the way. I'm just. It's how it's gonna happen. I get so excited. It's not if it'll happen. It's how. Like, maybe he'll piss off some dude once, and it'll be like that. What was that guy from No Country with Old Men that had the air hose? Right. He'll get someone. Someone that looks unsuspecting.
Kyle says, Anton.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. Okay.
I don't know how people get that one, but I get it.
My favorite is the drawing of the elf. The leprechaun. Remember that leprechaun? You remember that one? There was this whole look at this one. It was like this inner city leprechaun, and they were swearing there was a leprechaun, and they drew a picture of it, and it's clearly like a stick figure.
Oh yeah.
That was my favorite. This is a leprechaun, man. We're gonna get his pot of gold and everything. It made me so happy. It's a good summer. They're not gonna nuke anybody, bro. I'm the only person who's not afraid of North Korea, man. Like, so I wouldn't worry too much about it.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Yeah, they'll get one shot off, and then there won't be any more North Korea. So there you go. That's how it'll work. The real question is whether Rob bothers going to Vegas next summer or not.
I say probably not.
No, we can cancel anytime, so
Yeah.
have to figure it out. Hey, let's just tone the political talk down because I just don't want the trouble, Armando. You know what I mean? It's just going to take over everything. And then it's going to be this every night. And I can't live it. I can't live it. My advice to people is vote. It's my biggest advice to people. I know they don't think it makes a difference, but it does. Vote for whoever the people you hate the most. They seem to really respond to that.
The people in the chat room, Psycho, Benji, all you guys play Overwatch? Since we are...
Let's not talk about Overwatch, man. I got nothing to add to it. I don't play it.
What would you like to talk about, Rob? You tell us.
I like making fun of you for a couple hours. Like,
yeah, that's always entertaining.
You know, like, that's what we're known for doing here. Like,
that is true.
What happens when you start drawing right? And I got nothing.
I know, right?
You're not gonna lose much more weight than you got now because you'll look weird. So,
you say that, but I am.
You're gonna be real thin.
Thin now, but I'm
Ooh, that would look weird. All thin.
I'm down to 28% body fat.
Well, no one cares.
No one does, but
not even your wife. She'll probably be like, "I liked it when you had more body fat."
Nah.
No, you'd be surprised. You're not hanging out with her and her girlfriends. 28% bad fat, you fucking girl.
I only know that because
you're so heterosexual.
Because our scale, I didn't know this, tells us it.
Oh. I'm only 20% potato fat. Can you start saying it like that?
I hope you don't go on your walks, and I hope you get I hope you get big ass ankles, and I hope your fucking calves are
28% potato fat. What? It's the same thing.
I don't want you to go on your walks. I want big fat leg Rob.
I'm always gonna have fat legs, bro. I had fat legs, and I have permanently fat. I'm born with them. In the army, they're like, "What's wrong with your legs?" I'm like, "That's just how I look. I got Capcom legs, man."
You got chibi legs.
I'm only 10 pounds over, and that's water weight from... I refuse to eat nicely during the holidays.
I'll say you're 15.
Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit. I'd rather be... You know what? I'd rather be whatever I am in you know, than whatever you are. See? That's how we do it here. Whatever I am versus beautiful. Whatever you are.
That's what I am.
You like
beautiful.
That?
That's what I am.
Yeah.
I'm beautiful. That's what I am. It's called science, psycho. That's how.
Potato science.
if you go to your even your doctors, when you go to your doctors and you get weighed, they have machines there that check your body fat percentage.
Potato machines.
Yeah, exactly. Telling me how many potatoes I am.
Spuds McLifters.
Spud be sexy. That's what I am. Spud sexy.
You watching that football of yours?
Football?
How's your team doing?
My team? They didn't make the playoffs.
Oh, no? This wasn't their year?
Nah, they sucked ass. Star running back got hurt in the first game. Broke his hand. Had to have surgery. Quarterback got hurt midway through the season. I knew it was all downhill. I just don't get mad, though, like a lot of sports fans do. I'm just like, whatever.
You get in denial, though. Like when I was at your house and you were watching that whole video about how it's going to be their year. I'm like, yeah, that means they're going to lose. And you're like...
Yeah, that was like 2 years ago when they went to the playoffs. And you don't know anything about football. You're just like,
they lost.
Hey. You're like, hey, how many field goals they got? How many home runs?
I know enough. I know enough to pick the winners.
So you could tell me who's going to win the Super Bowl this year?
Haven't been watching. Probably the Patriots.
Am I right? A safe bet. That's just a safe bet.
Come on, I was gonna say, how can people consistently win Super Bowls? It's never happened. One team.
Mel Doodles says, "Hey Sketch, I finally am catching you on your live stream."
Hey, what's up, Mel from Instagram? Do 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 do. Let's see here.
Oh man, making circles. Mel says, I am torn about live streaming between Twitch or YouTube. How do you find YouTube live stream treating you, Rob?
It's fine. I have a Twitch channel set up. The problem is no one shows up, so I just don't use it. You know?
Right.
Some people go on there, they get 1 million people. I go on there, get nothing. Here I get, 15. So take the 15. And it saves all my videos, and I can organize them, Not that anyone uses that organization, and by me, I mean I make Brandon do it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Brandon organizes all the videos.
So, yeah. So if you have any complaints, feel free to let me know, and I will gladly store them away.
My buddy Jonathan Rector was like, well, see, Rob, at Twitch, you can import the videos into your YouTube. I'm like, oh, really? So I went in there, it didn't do that. It's like, failed to import. I'm like, great. So not using that. A lot of the Twitch channels, though, really are game showy to me. Like, you gotta, entertain people, and we hit this mark, and then we're gonna do this. Like, it's all interactive and shit.
Right.
And I don't do any of that. Like, I'm just here to make my art and hang out. Like, that's it. So, I'm not going to be a big YouTube millionaire. I don't think so. But they're both sound pro platforms. I'd say try one of each and see where you have your success, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the streaming's fine on YouTube, you know? No problems. It's free, which I like. Plus, they store all the videos. So. Alrighty, well, let's see. Let's get. They'll be like, can you draw this next? And I'll be like, no. Don't know. The day YouTube says I have to pay them money to do this is the day I go somewhere else. I know that much. I know that much. That'll get me to switch. But I've done a few Twitch streams and Twitch streams, and every time I ended up with 0 people. Even when I make announcements, like it's been 0. So can't say it's worked out too well for
good turnout.
Senior Sketchcraft. Yeah. Good turnout. Much like my con appearances. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, that is true. Oh man, I didn't know you were going to be here. Oh well, we posted a whole shit ton of stuff saying we're going to be here. Oh man, if I would have known.
Then all the artists who sit down there doing a gazillion fucking prints are like trying to give me advice on how to sell more. And I'm like, I'm not doing a gazillion fucking prints, so
right.
I guess I don't sell more.
I'm drawing circles and circles and perspective and perspective. Circles and circles and circles.
How's Brandon's?
My Copic collection is fine. It hasn't been touched in a while because I just haven't markered anything. I got 2 commissions I still need to do, so eventually I'll get to them, but I talked to the person that I'm doing the commissions for and just told them it'll be a little while, and they said it's fine.
Alright, so here's the deal. It's been an hour, right? Took about an hour. Good job. I got other stuff to do. So this is done for now. Tomorrow I'm going to start color penciling, and it will take the week to get it done, given my schedule right now. So I imagine it'll take, what, 8 to 12 hours to color pencil this?
Yeah.
So it takes a little while to do that stuff. So I'm not going to do it all in one shot, but I'll definitely get about 4 hours in tomorrow, maybe 2 to 4 hours. I do have a cover I have to do for an independent book, so I'll be streaming that
Nice.
after I get done the roughie. And then what else am I going to be streaming this week? Morning podcast, which I just post. I don't really stream those. And then sometime this month, I will be doing some art tip stuff. I just don't know when yet. Art
Which
tip
I'll
stuff.
probably be on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be doing more of those like poses and stuff. The warm-up poses videos have been doing well. And see, people want me to go explain how to use colored pencils. I'm like, I don't know how to explain how do you explain in like 10 minutes how to do something that inherently can't be done in 10 minutes. You know, like I can't stream that. I can make the video. So I don't know yet. Don't know yet. When work dies down, I'll be able to focus a little bit more on more in-depth videos, but we'll be doing warm-up videos. Those warm-up poses. And maybe some landscape stuff in the next couple of months, but we'll see how that goes. Art tips. Yeah, whatever. If you guys got questions for art tips, be sure to just message me, email me, leave them, whatever, directly, and then I can get to working on that stuff. So this is ready for colors. I will do tomorrow. I don't know what time tomorrow. That's the great thing about Sketchcraft. No plan. So I may have plans. It's just no set time for this. So we'll see. We'll see, folks. We'll see you sometime tomorrow. All right, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Rendering tips. Rendering tips. We got some rendering tips? Yeah. I don't know. A little bit more specific, Benji. All right. Just message me direct. I'll work on it. Peace, everybody. Say goodbye, Brandon.
Bye-bye.
Here's some first. Hit the lime and the coconut. And shake it all around.
Oh, dang.
Skadoosh.